Welcome, YouTube, and I'm back with episode 3 of my ridiculous talk show that has no plot at all, but I'm fine with that. So, in contrast to the last episode, today I'm talking about Star Wars, and what things it has that Star Trek doesn't, that makes it, in any situation, maybe slightly better than Star Trek at any given point in time. But that is beside the point. So, what does Star Wars have? I would say it has an expansive universe, but so does Star Trek. I think Star Trek has a lot more fan fiction, because of the fact that it's been around longer. Star Wars was based off of Star Trek. It's alright, but, it's really more something that, once you get outside of the movies, it's not that great. The Clone Wars, not the one that is currently running on Cartoon Network, the one that, Star Wars Clone Wars Volumes 1 and 2, the ones that came out, like, right after Episode 2 did, that, actually bridged the gap in 2 discs of what happens between Episode 2 and Episode 3. It's really more of a set of 2 movies. It was, in length, it's about 2 movies, because each one is about an hour and 15 minutes, I believe, something like that, and they're very good. I enjoy them still to this day, and, it was very interesting. Yeah, I believe it was originally a TV miniseries that they put out, sometime between the release of Episode 3 and after the release of Episode 2, but that is one thing that Star Trek doesn't have, an animated TV series. They've got comic books, but so does Star Trek. No. Yeah, Star Trek has comic books. Star Wars has them too. Star Wars has better ones, though. Star Wars, though, it's also easier to find action figures and other collectible memorabilia for them. That tend to be better. Like, Star Trek, if you're going to collect memorabilia, I say collect ships and weapons, whereas with Star Wars, not so much weapons, but definitely, because those are usually ridiculous in looks, but definitely the action figures and the ships. Action figures I've always liked, especially the ones with clones. That is one thing that Star Wars had that Star Trek didn't, that I always liked, the clones and that epic armor. It's just always looked awesome to me. But that's only the Phase 1. The Phase 2 armor looks alright. I got used to it after a while, but I still don't like it that much, because it just doesn't look as good, in my opinion. Just because of the fact that it's kind of in a phase of transitioning between clone and Imperial armor. The Republic Commandos, that's one thing that Star Wars has. Star Trek doesn't really have commandos, as one of my earlier videos, Starfleet Commando, might suggest. No, that is just something I came up with right off the top of my head. I decided one day that I wanted to do something about Star Trek and make it interesting. Wasn't really, it failed miserably in my opinion. It was ridiculous. I did get to beat the crap out of my little brother with a wooden stick, but that was just about the only eventful thing in it. Overall, I'm having great difficulty in coming up with things that Star Wars has that make it better than Star Trek, namely because there's just so few. I mean, Star Trek pretty much invented the cell phone with their communicators. What did people come up with some Star Wars? They didn't come up with diddly squat based off of Star Wars. The idea of a lightsaber or a laser sword, maybe, but that's not something that's within human capabilities with our current technology, as is released by the government. And just to clarify that statement, no, I'm not a conspiracy theorist, but I do look at reason and can tell that the government does not tell the public everything, as most people would like to think. I will probably in one of my later episodes be dissing UFO hunters and shit like that. I watch them for a laugh, just to look at what they do and contradict them on the fact that it's just so ridiculous. But I'm really getting off the subject of Star Wars and Star Trek here, I'm so sorry. But, just because I ran out of memory, but I've got about a minute left now. Just because of the fact that it's such a contradicting subject, I would like you to leave comments and tell me why you think Star Wars is better than Star Trek or vice versa. And in the next episode, I will be bringing up Doctor Who, one of my other favorite TV series, and we'll make a three-way argument with them. And please leave comments, state your opinion. I could care less. I will look at it, and I will probably leave comments back just to contradict you, because I am a highly opinionated person and probably will not agree with you. So, until next time. Thing I almost forgot, my good friend Thaddeus McIntosh, as his alias is, will be joining my YouTube account and helping me with videos very shortly. He will be in probably episode 5 of my talk show. He has his own YouTube account, that's Rebel562265. It could be 265562, I'm not sure. Tried both of those, but he's got some Minecraft videos, they're very good. So, in my next episode, I'm probably going to have me as alias Thaddeus, as his alias Bobby Jack, aka Bob, discussing something else, but that'll be episode 5. If you want to wait for it, do so. Episode 4 will be Doctor Who, as I said, and goodbye.